Hi Heaven Ho, this is LIS and today I will be showing my first impressions alongside a review of the new action RPG known as PSO 2 New Genesis. PSO 2 New Genesis is a casual action game that specializes in open world mechanics, gear progression, in-depth action combat system, rich lore, next-generation graphics, and super detailed character creation system. The main format of its gameplay is open world exploration and expeditions. This means the primary form of gameplay will be exploring the massive overworlds, as well as fighting groups of enemies and MVP leveled bosses, and the secondary being side tasks, dailies, and weeklies. In this game you play as your very own custom waifu, husbando, and even roboto, who are ARC's operatives of the Space Fleet Oracle set to fight the forces of evil. The very start of the game, you go through the first batch of story quests, where you start at a tutorial area, then Alio Town, then Central City. Somewhere down the line when doing story quests, once in Central City, which is the starting overworld, you will be met with a grind wall. Yep, this is where player progression starts to slow down, which in my opinion is perfectly fine. Slowing progression is a normal type of design choice to further maintain player-based activity of an online live service game, and to limit gameplay in order to create a habit of players to keep coming back to the game every day. However, daily limits to create a habit can be controversial, depending on how the devs design it. If they design the daily to require a long investment to stay in the current meta, or worse, provide exclusive content to create fear of missing out, that is creating a bad and unhealthy habit. But if they design it in such a way where players can just spend a few hours or less and thus officially complete majority of the progression curve and meta, then that is okay. By majority, I mean you can still play but progression is slow due to daily limits covering most of it. You can technically get further than the daily content players as a hustler, meaning it's a win-win for everyone. So essentially you need to reach certain battle power milestones to continue the main quests. Hence, you will have to do the side, daily, and weekly tasks to progress faster. And most importantly, kill enemies, as killing enemies is the more fun and efficient way to gain XP and battle power. Since the game has a massive active player base of over 30,000 players playing every day, you have a high chance of running into a group killing other enemies for XP and gear, which introduces you to a mechanic known as Pse Burst. You have 5 levels of PSE. It levels up the more you kill enemies in each zones. It goes faster when in a group, so when you see a group killing enemies, join them. Once you level up the PSE to max, it bursts and it goes to climax, summoning a boss that's either silver or gold. Silver drops silver weapons, and of course, gold drops gold weapons. There are also rare drops but happen pretty barely and can drop from any enemy. So far I only got 2 after killing literally 1,000 plus enemies. However, you can also get those rare items from the personal shop NPC for meseta, which is the staple currency of the game. The best way to get meseta are weeklies and dailies, and getting lucky in red containers, as not all of them drop star gems. They drop 10,000 meseta each. Also, selling rare items you don't need in personal shop helps too. The exploration is mainly about mining gems, gathering herbs, killing mobs, getting food, finding containers that contain SG and N grinders needed to upgrade gear, and many more. So yeah, now on to the primary form of gameplay of this game, which is the combat system. And my god, the combat system is really good. The movement feels smooth, the pacing is fast and exciting, the variety of class are wide enough to diversify many forms of playstyles and builds, and of course takes some skill. Just a casual level and not hardcore, as there are aspects of its combat that cater to players that are not into action combat. Like the auto attack function, which you just spam or hold the auto attack button and your character does the combos for you. And holding the attack button initiates the entire combo anyways. Yep, it's not as spammy and twitchy as it looks. It is complete mechanics wise, with normal attack, special attack, dodge, and of course, guard. You have your HP, which is your life, and your PP, don't take that out of context by the way, which is your energy needed to pull off your special attacks. Don't take that out of context either. You gain PP when you land your normal attacks, which gives the gameplay loop of land normal attacks to gain energy to pull off more powerful attacks. You can target an enemy to focus on it to ensure landing the attacks and defending against it. The medium and big enemies and not the small trash mob ones have specific weak points you can target to deal more damage for a faster kill. Dealing a certain number of high damage has a chance to stun the enemy, leaving it open to more attacks, and certain elements of an attack deal higher damage to them depending on what they are weak to. Now, the battle power is the main grind number to provide motivation to play further, beyond the story and other non-endgame aspects. You get battle power from many ways, like earning skill points which gives 3 power per 1, which you get from not leveling up, but instead completing crania, cocoons, and towers. Leveling up which gives 14 plus per 1 level up, enhancing items which gives 1 power per 1 level up, augments that are DPS that boosts further power, unlocking potential to boost furthermore, multi-weaponization to boost even furthermore, and many more. Need I say more? So yeah, that's all there is to this game's starting experience for now. Anyways, this has been my first impressions review of the newest game, PSO2 New Genesis. If you like what you see, please leave a like and join the Higher Heaven Hunters by subscribing. See you later, and stay up.